So, welcome to the Scrapper Bootcamp. Today I will show you how I am personally playing the Scrapper. The first things I would like to show you are the combo fields, because they are really important for us. We are using Blast Finisher most of the time. The most important for us are Fire for Might, Light for Condition Cleanse, Lightning for Swiftness, and Water for Healing. We got on the first ability Bandage Selfie with a nice protection and super speed. Personally, I'm using this ability if we start pushing inside the enemy. I will show you if I show the priest deck. The second ability is our defense field. It's a nice bit of stability, blocking missiles. I personally like to use it if we push onto an enemy squad, just to throw it inside in front of them, to block enemy missiles a bit more. The chemical field, pretty much off cooldown, it's just throwing STDs on your enemies. Healing Mist, our stun break with a bit of regen. Personally, I would recommend to not use it, but personally I'm spamming it. It would be good to keep it a stun break. Most of the time I'm running pretty close to the commander because of this. Most of the time I don't need it and can run behind fast enough to close up. The fifth ability, Function Gyro, one of the most important abilities we have. It's amazing heal. If one of our teammates is downed, it's healing like 2 people are reviving him. And in the same time, it is also finishing enemies. The next kit I would like to show you is the bow kit. Personally, the second ability, Barrier with a bit of might. Third ability, Heal with Glance. Protection on the fifth, and a bit of super speed on the last. Personally, I'm combining them. Means I'm always using the kits. I will tell you the other kits later on. As not single abilities, I see them as not as multiple abilities. I see them as a single ability. Let's say for me the ability 2 and 3 are always combined. Why? Because I like to use the chain reaction. If we use, let's say, to start off this one. If we read the next ability, the next short bow skill will give additional might. In this case, on the other one will be healing. On this one will be extra protection. And on the fifth, a bit more daze for the enemy. Now, bow 3, bow 2. Bow 3, followed by bow 2 to blast the field. We got a combo field dark on the third ability and a blast finisher on the second. I just wanted to show the chain reaction ability inside the bows. The other ability I'm combining is 4 and 5 for protection, and already blowing it for the fire field it gives us for more might. And because of this, as mentioned, I'm seeing these two as one ability and these two as one ability. Any questions so far? Okay. The next
one thing
yes?
On that point. I usually save my 2 and 5 for blasting specific fields, and then I combo my 3 and 4 together for the cleanse. But I don't know if that's better, or that's why I'm here, because I'm trying to see how other people do it,
personally,
you know?
I'm looking at the kits. We have so many kits to go inside as the Scrapper. I try to use them all and to get them clean. I don't want any ability to use like this, and then let's say this, and I don't like this. I got on every cooldown different, on every ability different cooldowns now, and fucked up my rota.
Okay, fair point, but what do you do when the comm asks for fire, fields, and blast?
Fire, field, and blast, pretty easy. 4, 5, 3. Then, depending on who's leading, Shen or not, I'm using the gyro for swiftness, and then I'm blowing the swiftness again to stack it to 30 seconds. next ability inside the medkit. I'm combining the third and the fifth. This one, the third, is a combo field water, removes conditions. The fifth is our blast to blast the water field for additional healing. The other two abilities are pretty basic, healing with a bit of regen. And on our last kit, the Elixir gun, I'm personally combining 5 and 4. As mentioned, blast finisher and field, I try to combine them always. And yeah. The third ability, also really important for us, removes a ton of conditions, gives the enemy poison and vulnerability. One of our main cleanse skills we have. Now the second gyro and the third gyro. One of them gives barrier, super speed, and also a lightning field around you. Personally, I'm not blasting it. If our friends are blasting them, it's okay, it's good. I'm rather blasting this field from the Perth gyro. It's a light field. Additional cleansing. You can blow it with BO2 or your gyro again. Personally, I would tend to use nearly all cooldowns off cooldown, all skills. The only thing to keep in mind is I'm trying to stay inside the kit. Say, inside the bow is for me a kit, inside the med kit is a kit, and inside the elixir gun. I try to use the abilities out of them and not combine other kits with each other. As mentioned, it fucks my road up. The last ability, the ultimate. Personally, I don't like them, all of them. The mortar kit, as mentioned, is okay. It's a water field. It's a light field. I can see why people like it. I don't like it. Other good option is the sneak gyro for stealth and super speed. And my personal favorite is the supply crate. It's a double combo finisher blast. First time on placement, and the second time if you detonate the ability. Any questions so far? If not, I would like to move to restack.
Too early to ask about, oh shit, portal bomb, heal like mad kind of scenarios?
Oh shit. Scenarios always, for me, is the gyros. Barrier and glance. It's my oh shit button or my start button. If we rush inside the enemy, I'm starting with these abilities most of the time. The barrier to catch the first damage hit, and the glance to glance. I would continue now with how I like to pre-stack. Personally, I start off with the 4 ability, Fire Field. I blow it with the second ability to gain might additional from the blast from the Fire Field. Afterwards, let me show you, it's probably the easiest. And then afterwards I blow it up. We got Swiftness, Fury, Might, and Protection pre-stacked. And afterwards, if we run inside, I'm using Bandage myself for a bit of super speed to push inside the enemy. This is probably the best time for each of you to train pre-stacking a bit. It can be a bit tricky to not activate the 4th ability quick enough. Let me show you again. I start off with the 4th ability on the bow, follow up with the 2, follow up with the 5, our True Belt gyro. I wait until the fire field is gone, and then I use the Elixir Cannon 4 to blast the lightning field from our function gyro. Now I will show it one time quickly. And just like this, I would rush in. First contact, shortly before, I use the Bulwark and the Purge gyro. Jump onto my medkit. And try to heal the first heal with Bandage Blast and Vigil Burst. Afterwards, I follow up with Cleansing Field. Infusion Bomb. Now this kit is done. I'm finished here. I follow up with the next kit. Elixir Cannon. I'm using the 5. 4, and then the 3. Additional note on the 4th ability on your elixir cannon. You can stop this jump if you're good enough. I always fail at this. If you press the middle mouse button or weapon switch, I think it is normally.
What relic do you use?
I'm using Antitoxin for the additional glance, Karakossa for pure additional healing to combo fields.
Is it better to play reactively or proactively? So
Proactively. I am playing proactively. We got so many tools on the Scrapper. The Scrapper is amazing healer. It's healing good amount with regeneration and so many tools. So, as mentioned, I'm just spamming my rotor, my kits one after another, and that's it.
I just want to see how you do it, because, for example, in a squad, when you position yourself in a squad, for me, it's different depending on what kit I'm on. Because, for example, on the bow, I can be very close to the tag, which is obviously in the front. But when I switch to my med kit, I stay a little bit back.
Because of the first ability, probably.
I tend to, on the medkit, I tend to stay a little bit in the back, because being the commander being in the front, he usually goes through the enemies. So the bulk of the damage is in the middle of the squad. So I stay a little bit back so I can cleanse them and, to use the heals to the people who are getting the most damage. I'm not staying so close to the tag. I'm staying a little bit behind. The Scrapper is easy.